Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Quick throw caught on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example.
Breaks free down the left side, end zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board here.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all in settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's got the first down and more. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like that in the first half, and you get real excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Bringing pressure. Can't escape. The pocket closes in around him, and he goes down.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. They try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. And a low line drive, ugly punt. The punt will bounce out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And it's good for a first down at the 36.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
And the Demon Deacons lining up here on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Jukes to get free. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The defense showing blitz here. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Teams come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds his target, and it's complete.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
3rd down play for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now here's the toss play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's got it. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot here. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Important second down play coming up. He hands it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
Well, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge game through the air.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on fourth and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker, and they're unable to do it here.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. From the pocket, complete over the middle. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
And I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Wake. So the offense clicking now. They're building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just a complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Play action here on first down. Trying to extend the play. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the option play. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
But it's incomplete. They missed an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. The pre-snap motion from the offense. It's an option look. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping. But the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep shot caught out of the 15. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or will they have to settle for 3?
And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point makes it 28-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And looking to throw now on first down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This will likely be the last play of the half. We'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Demon Deacons will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks a tackle into the clear. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. Quarterback keeps the football. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You know, you might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
Got it.
That sack sets up a third down play.
Pilot. Easy. Lion.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They'll kick it away here. And this punt will back the offense up near the 5-yard line.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On the run, it's Hawkins. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Flip it. Alert.
He's going to hand this off. They tackle him about the 14.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like NC State will have the first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's a handoff on a counter. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up in the 31.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. And on this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't find anybody on third down. Throws it away. And now fourth down coming up. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. But quickly. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, North Carolina State. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt?
Here we go. Griffin. Ready to go.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Timber. Slab.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Even though that was incomplete, that was a savvy play by the quarterback to escape the pocket and the pressure to avoid taking the sack there.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
Cricket. Hornet.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge, for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
And they get him down after the completion. Second down after that short completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off here. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass.
Okay,
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create here on the move. Ball is incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to scramble. In the clear of the 25. That's a big gain of the play. He's out of bounds, and that'll end the third quarter.
Got it.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Jackrabbit.
And the wideout goes in motion. They're going to run the option. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Ready, set. Ready.
You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Strong game by this quarterback.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
No problem with the BAT right down the middle. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Big Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
And a decent game there before the defense brings him down. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal.
Longer. Pound 55 weak. Acorn.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice.
Easy.
Receiver in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. So the offense flexing here and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. He'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Fires it to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now.
Get set, get set.
It's a run. Running back's got it.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go. Cut it, cut it. Go, go. Gorilla.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
On the set.
See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Will he score here? Touchdown, Wake. And the beatdown continues. That's a crucial touchdown. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there.
Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Slab. Ready.
Oh, a reverse. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Ready.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll try the option play here. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Boy, this quarterback is hungry for the end zone. That was not a short run. Guy put his running shoes on and took it back to his Pop Warner days, showcasing that agility for the long touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered that. That's one of the toughest things to do, is to recover that onside kick. But perfect timing here. That ball went up into the air, and the kicking unit got on top of it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. Runs through the defender. Got space, looking to score. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Okay,
This
ready?
line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a run to the left. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Throws to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. He cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. And now it's second down here. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to his target. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they
NC State offense back out on the field now. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina State. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receiver. Nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Extra point knocked right down the middle. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands seem able to make the crucial recovery. Big Four sends the offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Here's a carry for the fullback. It tests the middle but gets stuck. That one goes nowhere. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. The big fullback's got it here. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.